So we've come right around the corner from our last location. And this is the perfect location for me to illustrate why shooting at wide apertures is so important. The background is a really busy background here, and if it was equally in focus as my subject was, she would blend right into the background and she wouldn't stand out at all. So let me go ahead and show you different apertures starting at 1.4 all the way up to f/16. So that was 1.4. As you can see, she's sharp, and then bam, everything in front of her and behind her is completely out of focus. The leading lines of the bricks are completely blurred out, and so is the background. I'm going to stop all the way up to f2 now. And still, it's amazing. And if we go all the way up to 3.5, and as you can see, the background's becoming more and more recognizable, which is becoming more distracting. I'm going to go all the way up to 5.6 now. (7.1), f9, and now the background is becoming almost just as sharp as my subject. And let's go up to f11 now. And even this is far too sharp for me. And I'm going to go all the way up to f16 to show you how distracting this background was. And that is f16. And as you can see, the background is so sharp that we're losing our subject in the background. It really does not stand out in any way. So we're going to do f16 and compare it all the way to 1.4. At f16, the background is completely in focus and it's so distracting. All the way at 1.4, boom shakalaka, the background is completely blurred out, the foreground is blurred out, our subject just pops. So now that we've spoken about the importance of your aperture setting and choosing a wide aperture to blur out the background, I want to show how distance plays a big role in your aperture. I'm going to take a couple headshots, and you can see how the background is going to be completely blurred out, because when we're so close, our depth of field is so shallow. And now I'm going to go ahead and back away. And as I back away, you could watch how the background becomes more and more in focus, which ultimately becomes more distracting. You can see how in this full body portrait, the background is a lot more in focus than it was when we were really up close. This is why I try shooting really tight portraits, so the background is not distracting and it just melts away. Now that we know the importance of your aperture setting, the distance you have from your subject, let's talk about the different options for 85mm there are on the market currently. The Nikon, Canon, and the Sigma. This is the long-awaited battle of the 85s. Yeah!